Hey, sorry guys, can you come to the others? Hi, hey, sorry, hi, I'm Pascal from Pixel. I'm a little bit late today. Sorry, I lost my phone, and yeah, I see where I forgot it. It's up in the studio. Never mind. I got it. I'll be right here after the intro. I'm a little bit late, a little bit unorganized, but we'll make a great video. I promise you, it's gonna be a great video. See you after the intro. Bye. Hey guys, I'm Pascal from Pixel and another devlog for Space Grunts 2. But I came unprepared. Normally for these devlogs I just go through my list of things I did in the last week and then pick the 3, 4, sometimes 5 main topics to talk about in these videos. But I didn't do that. So we're just gonna walk through the whole list. I'm just gonna cover it all, maybe a little bit shorter because some things just are not that interesting. And I'm just gonna show you the weird list that I keep. I'm not very clear, so sometimes there might be stuff on this list and I have no idea what I did, but we'll find out. So this should be fun. Or not, but it should be fun. Alright, first thing I did this week was acid blood item added. That means I added an acid blood item, which is basically a card, because items and cards in this game will be basically the same, so I should probably call them cards just not to confuse them with normal inventory items. But they are, it works the same principle. So the acid blood item is a little vial with acid blood, and if you use it in an attack or you get attacked by something that spits acid, it should halve the acid damage done to you, which is a good thing for you and a bad thing for the alien. So that's the first thing I added. I also added a grunt manual card, which really means that if you have this card and you play it, one of your skills will increase. So your attack, your defense, or your tech skill will increase randomly. You'd never know it. It will be a grunt manual and the effect is random. So that's also something I added. I also added an absorber, which is the same as the acid blood item, except this absorber works against plasma attacks. And then I also added the T-Buster, I see it here, T-Buster, which is also the same as the acid blood and the absorber, but it works against bites from aliens, and that happens a lot. So the T-Buster, Teeth Buster, is great to use against bite attacks. Furthermore, I added a cardboard box, because every game needs a cardboard box to hide in. If you play the cardboard box, the round ends and you will be invisible for all the aliens and creatures around you until you make a move. So as long as you don't move, you will be steady on that one tile of the level and all the aliens will be walking around you, not seeing you, which is a great last minute defense if you're low on health and you need to find a way to get out. Hide in the cardboard box, hope the aliens move away and you get an opening to a corridor or another room or even the exit. So that's a pretty cool thing to have. And that's another item I added this week. I did a lot of item adding this week. Alright, something else added. Damage on map now also tracks type of damage. Alright. For these items to work, the acid and the blood and the plasma and the biting, I also need to know what type of damage is being dealt to the player. So not just the amount of damage being done, but also the type of damage being done is now recorded for every attack ever. So this should be useful for if I add more of these type of items, I guess. Grid view around player squares to help with steps, turns with nearby entities. I'm confused. Yes, someone in Discord mentioned that you don't see the grid. Like on Space Grunts, you very much see the grid, and based on that you can calculate how many steps before you get to an alien or a specific point. This game didn't have a grid on the floor and it didn't look right when I tried it, but I now came up with a solution that just highlights the grid area around the player and not everywhere else. So you will still be able to see like 5 or 6 tiles around you in a grid based area. So added, thanks for the suggestion on Discord. Added options nearby secret walls. Yeah, I changed some stuff with how you handle cards in the game. For that, I needed to come for another solution to blow up secret walls, because you couldn't use bombs just anywhere. So right now you can walk up to a secret wall and then you get the option to place a bomb. Still need to find the secret wall, so there is still some mystery involved on where are these walls, and you could go walking against all the walls and just try the function, and hopefully you'll get lucky. But this is a great middle way to just blow up these walls. Added interaction marker to stations and plasma bombs. Yeah, the problem here was that you couldn't always see the interactive elements in a level. So stations are things like where you can increase your health or replace attack with defense weapons and things like that. And plasma bombs are also in there, and they sometimes look just like scenery. So to make sure that the player understands you can do something here, there is now a little thing above it spinning, and that basically is an indicator. Added player now levels up. That means the player can now actually level up in his skill, his attack, his defense and his tech skills. This was linked to the manual, the grunt manual I just mentioned. The player didn't really level up, and that meant at some point the aliens were getting tougher and harder to defend, but you didn't have the power. So now you can actually, the player will actually level up, and that's added. So, fixed inventory cards with 0 turns should be removed. Yeah, but there were inventory cards, and even with 0 turns they would still be there, and then they would be gone. So now they're actually removed at the right time when the counter hits 0, and then they are removed, and not when it hits -1. Just a little thing. Mouse controls when switching from gameplay to card movement. If you went from the gameplay screen to the card playing screen, the mouse would suddenly jump back to the center of the screen, which is a silly thing, but it's removed and fixed. Fixed plants now have 20% chance of spawning spores. After my playthrough to the game, I noticed that having plants always spawn something really removed the mystery out of hitting them or using them at all, because then you would just find the 3 different variations of plants. You hit them once, and from that point on you know, well, I don't have to hit those 2, I just have to hit that one, and the mystery was gone. So right now there's just 20% chance that a plant actually spawns spores, which means you have to hit a lot more plants if you're unlucky before you know which plant gives you healing powers and things like that. So that's done. Fixed made doors and other items more visible on the radar. Yeah, they weren't visible on the radar at all, and now they are. Fixed opened plant pot can still be interacted with, but does nothing. Yeah, there are weird alien plant pots thingies, and you can hit them and then they open up, and you could still interact with them at that point, but you couldn't hit them anymore. So it didn't make any sense. So right now if a plant goes then it ends, and it still blocks your path, but you can't do anything with it anymore. So fixed. And the final one, fixed cardboard box doesn't set tile occupied. Right, when you were hiding in the cardboard box, aliens would just walk through you as if you weren't there, which looked silly. It's not really a big bug, because if it happens, so what? But it looked very silly, so now they will actually move around you and not through you, which makes more sense, I guess. And that is the end of week 11 list. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time I'll try to be more prepared, because I wasn't. Mostly because the last 2 videos were just very special effects, special type thingy deals, and they took a lot of time and a little bit too much, I guess. So I wanted to do a quick little video for this week. But that's it for this week's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. That's just an idea, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!